I can't believe I'm saying this, but iRacing's about to make me wet.
Huh?
That's right. Rain is coming to iRacing, which is exactly what you thought that I meant. I think this might be the biggest iRacing update I've ever seen to date. Prepare your storage drives for a fiery, all-space consuming death. But man, it's all going to be worth it. Here are the 5 biggest things that you need to know about coming on March 5th to the 2024 Season 2 iRacing update. Most importantly, let's start off with the big one. We're getting rain. This new Tempest weather system is absolutely unreal, and the level of capacity that it has is beyond anything any other sim game has ever been able to accomplish. It's got so many intricacies and special little details that I swear I could make its own 5-minute video just explaining this new weather system. But there's one important thing to notice about this thing. It's going to be available on all tracks to start out with that are road tracks, but it will not be available for every single car. It's not a ton of cars to start, but it's got the most important ones for the service included on the initial launch. You'll see what I mean as I go through them. These cars are the entire 11-car IMSA field, so all the GT3s, the LMP2, and the GTPs, the Ray FF1600, the Toyota GR86, and the F4 car. IMSA being added is mega because that means the Sebring 12 Hour, which happens at the end of March, has a chance of getting rain. And that would be an incredible test for this brand new Tempest weather system. With the FF1600 and the GR86 being added to the rain list as well on launch, I think that's really important because those are both rookie cars, which means rookies that are brand new getting into the service will be able to start out playing on rain immediately, which I think is really important to the longevity of the service and these new members. Throw them into the fire, you know what I mean? The wet fire? Kind of. It's very wet fire. And of course, the most popular Formula car definitely needed to be added to this list. The F4 car being added to this is going to be really important because it's going to let us test out the differences of this new Tempest weather system and how the tracks respond to downforce cars, which can pull the water up, versus like a normal sports car, which has just got kind of like normal rain tires that flick the rain backwards. I'm excited to see the difference in how they both react. Additionally, it looks like we'll all get a chance to test this out immediately on the Week 13 update, which is so good because there's going to be no risk to our safety rating. And Lord knows we're all going to be crashing out so much. The second core update to the game is huge for road racers. They are finally separating license classes for road racing. You heard it. That means there's going to be an open wheel road license class and a sports car road license class. Wow, this is sick. Now all those F1 esports drivers that don't have anything to play except for iRacing because the series was effectively destroyed before it even started, they're not going to be crashing you out into turn 3 in a totally wrong license class because they forgot that ABS existed and you're a top split road racer and you're just going to get really pissed at these guys that's supposed to be really good, but really they actually suck in these 10 tops. That's not going to happen to anymore, thank God. The way it'll work on launch is whatever your current I rating and safety rating is for that, current road license, it's basically going to get mirrored between an open wheel and a sports car license. And then as you drive more, obviously it's going to adjust itself. That way, you start out, kind of at a good baseline like rookies do when they started at about like 1350. And then obviously it's going to adjust as you go on. We'll all end up with the I rating that we definitely deserve. I promise you, I deserve 4K. Let me know in the comments which I rating you think you deserve in both open wheel and sports car racing and how long you think it's going to take to get there. Now, of course, it wouldn't be an iRacing update if you didn't have to spend money. So we're on to the cars and tracks. Our new tracks are Misano in Italy, which is famously a MotoGP track, which features 16 corners, and it's relatively flat as well, so it's going to be a pretty interesting spot. They also have a lot of GT endurance stuff that actually already currently happens there, along with some Formula stuff, so it should be pretty diverse when it comes to the racing series that go there. I'm most excited for the second road racing track, though, which is Portimao in Portugal. Now, it's very famous for having hosted an F1 round a couple years ago, and of course it's still on the F1 game. If you've ever played the F1 game, you know Portimao has its crazy undulating hills, twists, turns, and a really gnarly super difficult turn 8 that if you're not good on your traction will absolutely catch you out and spin you off into the grass. I'm stoked for this one. Now, outside of the road stuff, there's actually a new dirt oval being added, which is going to be the service's first ever dedicated quarter-mile dirt oval. This one is Millbridge Speedway in North Carolina, and this track will tie in great to one of the new cars being added to the service. Speaking of cars, we've got 3 newcomers this season. We've got the Dallara 324, which is a feeder series to the very popular Super Formula 23 car, the SF23, which was added late last year. We've got the brand new SRX car, which actually comes from a series that just went defunct like 3 months ago. Rip. And it will be used primarily on like short oval tracks and stuff like that. And for the first time ever, I think ever, a brand new rookie dirt oval car. The Dirt Micro Sprint is coming to iRacing, and it's going to be a free car for all of you guys to use. Both new and existing members will get it for free, which is super cool. You'll be able to play this on this brand new dirt oval circuit in North Carolina, the Millbridge circuit. I think it's going to be really fun. In fact, I might finally do some dirt oval. Yeah, I never know. And lastly, for the smaller but equally as important updates, let's do a little speed round. Physics and graphics improvements to the entire NASCAR lineup, trucks, next gens, etc. We've got some updates to Dallara IR18 with IndyCar coming back to iRacing. We've got a brand new, new racer onboarding system to get new users acclimated with the game, because let's be honest, the game is pretty intimidating when you first download it. We're gonna get these new updated 3D curbs that were added to some tracks last season to both Sebring and Fuji, so you're gonna have to relearn Sebring before the 12-hour. And one that I'm particularly excited about is actually a whole brand new UI refresh, which is crazy. Now, I'm sure this brand new UI is geared to make this new Tempest weather system especially accessible and easy to learn and use, but it's going to have a bunch of big updates to it. Let's go ahead and dive into those. It's going to include a refreshed main menu, a new in-game/garage menu screen is what it looks like, and then some updated pretty black boxes. So finally, we're going to get some black boxes that we don't have to hide off screen as streamers, because we think the Race Labs ones look better. These actually look really nice, so that's pretty cool. And although that's all that's really been talked about for this current season, which is still absolutely massive, they still decided to tease some other updates that will be coming out with later this year and into 2025. One of those is a very legit career mode that they're hoping to be launching around 2025. They're looking to, expand the car lineup to 15 plus car choices for IMSA and endurance racing. Mustang GT3, you better freaking come over here. And so much more. Now, this is a hell of a list of updates, so let me know in the comments which one you're the most excited about. Me personally, I'm the most excited for the Rain, of course, but also this new UI, though I'm sure my 3070 is not stoked about any of it. I need a new computer. God damn, I love iRacing.